Oh, there we go. We are ready, willing, and Gable. But then WWE was like, no, that's not a good name. We're gonna make him American Alpha. And anyway, we're talking about NXT for 127-16. I I didn't like this episode as much as I thought I was going to. And it wasn't because there was bad matches or anything. It just felt like there was a lot of promos and video packages in this show. Like a ton. Way more than there should be for NXT. But let's start off with the first match, which was a tag team match. It was American Alpha versus Team Alexa Bliss is Hot. I've renamed them Team Alexa Bliss is Hot. I'm gonna give DJ this match not because it wasn't a good match, and not because I was completely distracted by Alexa Bliss. Okay, that was part of it, but I'm protesting these teams for three main reasons. Okay, one, it's Team Ready, Willing, and Gable. It is not American Alpha. Two, Blake and Murphy are failing the beautiful Alexa Bliss every week. They are just failing her and failing her and failing her, and she doesn't deserve that. And three, Enzo and Cass. Okay, Enzo and freaking Cass. That's it. But anyway, go ahead and take it away on this here wrestling match with tag teams. One of them's not the right name, and the other one has Alexa Bliss.
All right. I didn't take many notes on this match either.
All right.
But nonetheless, I did like this match. I didn't get like completely distracted and not watch the match, like some people. But anyway,
I watched the match.
But anyway, I definitely for some reason I like American Alpha. I don't know why, but I just like it because I feel like it's inclusive to both of them, which is good. Because I mean, you can love Gable all you want to, but a tag team should be kind of inclusive to both of the people. But I don't know. It was just something about the name I liked when they first said it. I was kind of confused, but then I kind of liked it on the other hand. But as far as the match is concerned, I thought it was a pretty good match. It was pretty decent. I still feel like I don't feel like the matches are developing anything with Blake and Murphy anymore. There's really nothing that's building with them with me anymore, and I kind of want to see them just do something different. They don't even have to change the characters, and I mean they don't have to change the characters, but I feel like they need to like go deeper into them so we know what is this tag team really about? Because I mean, like the only thing that really sticks out is Alexa Bliss. Um, truthfully, it's a true statement. Oh God, it's a true statement though. Because they just feel like a generic team to me for some reason, and I like them. I like them as a team. I think they work well together. I think they have some nice tag team moves. But at least with Dash and Dawson, you got the Smash Mouth style. With these guys, you don't really know what you're gonna get. Um, and I hope they do something with them because I like them as a tag team. I just want to see more out of them. But American Alpha, I feel like every time I see Gable and Jordan, they seem to work together better. And it seems like Jordan, I felt like the being comfortable like in the ring on the mic and everything was like natural for Gable. But I think it took Jordan a little bit of time, and then when he got paired up with Gable, it seemed like it got really good. So I'm definitely liking Jason Jordan now. When he comes in off the hot tags, it really gets you hype. He starts throwing people. I think him and Titus O'Neil need to be in the tag team so they can just start throwing people. Just throwing people around. I think that would be a great tag team. But yeah, I definitely like this match. I just want to see more from Blake and Murphy. I feel like they have a lot of talent. I just feel like we don't know where the talent's going. They don't really have a great character to me right now. Where at least Dash and Dawson got a little bit of some sort of character. But thoughts on the match? The match.
Yeah.
The match.
I was trying to get to the live chat thingy, and I forgot how again. But we don't have anybody in here right now, so that's okay. But anyway, because I'm dumb and I can never remember how to do things because I don't pay attention to what DJ says all the time. But anyway, it's all because Alexa Bliss is hot. That's really all. I did like this match. It's just it like DJ said, it's kind of it's getting harder and harder to get behind Blake and Murphy because they are just so kind of bland right now. They're not doing anything with them. There's no title implications anymore. There's, it's just randomly throwing them into this didn't even really start a feud. It was just, okay, American Alpha beat them in London and, okay, so they're going to challenge them because Blake and Murphy were the best tag team of the year or whatever. I don't even remember last week what they said, but it didn't start a feud or anything. It didn't really do anything. I mean, it was a good match, but they need to do something with their characters or the tag team, or put them up to the main roster and do something with them. I will say that Jordan went beast mode on the end of that match. I mean, he took beast mode to a new level. I was afraid for my life for a second because the man was. I mean, I was about to go in there and protect Alexa because I was like, man, you need to chill, okay? He got a little too hyped. He's been hanging out with Mojo Rawley a little bit too much, and he got that too much hype. But yeah, it was a good match. It was just I would have liked to actually. I mean, and maybe they will build something on that. I don't know, but I want to see something built on it that kind of gets me interested in it. But moving on, we get an interview with Emma and her partner. Her partner was there. Yeah, she was there. I saw her. I didn't put her name down, but I saw her. She was there. Emma says that Carmela doesn't have the skill to beat Bayley, let alone Emma herself. I didn't write this whole interview down, but it was just kind of, saying, basically putting down Carmela. And I think she challenged her next week, if I'm not mistaken. But did you have any thoughts on Emma or the girl that she hangs out with that, I mean, what is her name? It's at the tip of my tongue. I know it. It's you muted, by the way.
I muted myself. I definitely like how Emma and Dana Brooke.
That's it. Yeah.
How Emma and Dana Brooke. I like they have like a chemistry for some reason. It's kind of similar to Jordan and Gable a little bit to me. They came together and it just feels natural for some reason. I definitely like, I like, Dana kind of talking down to Carmella because obviously, all of them want to be the best, and they're just trying to they're just talking down to each other, and I like this. I like this. I like when Emma and Dana are doing their interviews, and Dana's talking down to everybody, cameramen, interviewers. She don't care. Dana don't care. But I just want to see. I want to continue to. I want to see if they bring this to the main roster and continue to build it there too. Because I don't know if they're going to keep them together on the main roster or if Emma will ever get back on the main roster. Because I don't know.
She might. I found it. I got into the chat. I'm not as stupid as I think I am. That didn't even make sense. But yeah, it was Dana Brooke. That's her name. I don't know why I can't remember that. But we get a special look at the Japanese sensation Asuka. I feel like every time they add Japanese sensation to a Japanese star, they have an immediate downfall in TNA. Um, again, it goes back to just WWE's history with Japanese stars. They have a really good debut and they have a really good push at the beginning, and then WWE just gives up. And I don't know why, because they're really good. That's why I'm worried about Nakamura coming to NXT if he actually is, because he's going to have the great debut. He's going to have that great first push, but then I don't know what they're going to do with them, which is unfortunate. But any thoughts on the special look at the Japanese sensation, Asuka?
I definitely like this video. I like Hasta. It was just kind of weird though, because like after a while I was thinking, is she in the main event? You know, is she gonna be fighting for that? Because we got video packages on the rest of the people from the main event, but we didn't get any more video packages on like women's wrestlers tonight. So I was like, she gonna be in the main event. She gonna win. She gonna soon to be NXT champion. I see what they're doing here. But no, I definitely like this. I still don't have a clue where they're going with her, because obviously she's been dominant, but so it seems like Nia Jax, who's in a match a little bit later, like next, it seems like she's been dominant too. So I wonder if they're gonna like face off for that spot, or how it's gonna go. Because Carmela, she's still been good, but I feel like she kind of got thrown into it a little bit just because she's been there for the longest, it seemed like. But I want to see what they're gonna do with Asuka, because she's kind of still in a feud with Dana Brooke and Emma, but they're really not following up on it a lot, just randomly here and there. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing about the 1 hour show. It's similar to Ring of Honor, where um, we don't really get caught up on everything every single week.
Yeah. So next we get Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan, my other girl. She my girl too. She's up there. She's in the group of my girls. It's not like DJ's my boys. He has like 368. I only have 2. I like to keep it small. Intimate. What's up, girl? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know why. And this really has nothing to do with the actual like in-ring work, but I don't know why they ever took the camera off of Liv, because the girl, she's hot. I was gonna say she can go in the ring, but she's just hot. She just she was completely dominant in this match. She was, she had Nia Jax she had her reeling. She did. She was so dominant that to the untrained eye, you would actually think she was the one being dominated. That is how good the girl is. She's so good that you think she's bad, or you think she's a jobber. And that's how smart she is. Nia Jax did get lucky though. She got the win. I don't know how, but it's she next the next NXT Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. Do you agree with? I forgot to change the cameras again. Do you agree with the domination from Liv Morgan?
Not at all. But I guess though, if you're hot enough, you don't really need to know how to wrestle to be part of Casey's girls, because we haven't seen.
Listen.
Wait a minute. We haven't seen much from Liv Morgan. We haven't seen enough from Liv Morgan to know if she can or cannot. So, how come she just automatically is like this great wrestler? Because we've seen a lot of her. I tell you. I mean, we've seen about a commercial full of that girl, and most of it's been her getting beat up. So I mean, she's pretty good at that. She's pretty good at getting her butt kicked. But anyway, I'm definitely still loving Nia Jax. She reminds me a lot of Awesome Kong a little bit, just because they're similar in size.
She's a huge lady.
It's true.
Is that why?
They're similar in size, but shout out to Nia Jax because she can reverse that crucifix. She ain't got that Jesse Goddard issue where she can't get out of the crucifix. She got right out of it. I was like, yeah, good work, Nia. But yeah, I definitely I like I want to see more from Liv Morgan though. In all seriousness, instead of messing with Casey, I do want to see more from Liv Morgan, but it ain't gonna happen against Nia Jax. That girl, she too swole for Liv Morgan.
You ain't been seeing enough because you ain't been looking. If you look, you gonna see. Yeah. But she was dominant. If you didn't watch the show, you don't know. So how do you know that I'm not telling the truth? And he's lying. So hey. We get a Carmela promo with her boys Enzo and Cass. Carmela says that she heard everything Emma and Miss Piggy had to say. I knew I liked this girl. I knew I liked Carmela. That is going to be her new nickname for Dana Brooke. Miss Piggy. She kind of looks like Miss Piggy. I'm not even going to lie. If you look at Miss Piggy and you look at Dana, I'm not even saying like an ugly thing, but like there is a resemblance. I'm just saying. But she says that next week she's going to beat Emma all by herself. She's going to prove all the haters wrong. She calls the Evolution a joke. Now, I would not go that far. Okay, I like the Evolution. I don't like Miss Piggy, but I like the Evolution. You need to chill, girl. It's Cass says, speaking of jokes, they heard what Dash and Dawson had to say about them. All fluff and no stuff. Cass says, it's clear that Dash and Dawson have been stuffing their faces because they full of fluff in the midsection. They was on fire. And then Enzo went to a dark place that I don't like. I don't like the dark place that Enzo. I want the happy Enzo back. You give him the title so we can get the happy Enzo back. There wasn't anything funny. It was just slightly frightening. I'm not even. Any thoughts on the funny and then the scary?
Yeah, I definitely like that the seriousness of Enzo and Cass is rubbing off on Carmella, by association. I laughed a little bit at Miss Piggy, and I agree, she does kind of have a Miss Piggy resemblance. But shout out to Enzo for the Midas touch. I don't know if you caught that, the Midas touch. I was like, yeah,
boy.
But even serious soft promos are always funny, So I want to see how long they're gonna keep this kind of serious thing up. If they win the titles, is it gonna change, or is it gonna stay that way? Are they gonna turn to the vaudevillains? Is that what's gonna happen? They're gonna turn to the vaudevillains, or we're just gonna see Aiden English's teeth and then random mustache and then.
I don't think that's how it works. There's not teeth and then just a mustache appears. The mustache is there the whole time.
Well, technically, it does kind of appear because you see Aiden English's teeth and then you switch to Simon Gotch's mustache, so you never know. It could have been just Aiden English with his mouth closed with a curly mustache. I'm just saying.
So we get a Baron Corbin video package, and then the Vaudevillains heel promo again. I didn't like that they didn't add anything to it. It was the same exact one we got last week. So you're not elaborating, NXT, on what's going on. Why they mad? Why they mad though? Is it because you won't put him up to the main roster? Is that why? Is that why? Huh? Huh? Anyway, thoughts on either of the Baron Corbin or Vaudevillains?
Um, Not really. The Baron Corbin video package is kind of stuff we've seen throughout his career. Um, Getting me hyped for the main event, I suppose. And then the Bob Dylan's thing, I agree. They're not building on anything. I still like it, but they didn't really change much or anything about it. So I kind of want to see if they're gonna add anything or what's going. Are they gonna like explain why they're upset? Because I mean, I get if they lost the titles, they're upset, but we don't know that. Maybe they're just upset because Simon stubbed his toe. Maybe could be true.
Simon does not stub his toe. He stubs other people's toes. I don't know what that means, but so next we get match of the night. Match of the night.
Elias. Oh,
No. We get bull fit. It's not bull fat. It's bull fit. Bull Dempsey versus Alex Riley, baby. I was so pumped. Oh, God, I was excited. Riley looked great, super intense. Looks a little bit weird with long hair. I don't know if anyone else thought that. It didn't look right. I don't know, but I love this new heel Alex Riley. And A-Rai with the decisive victory. Next NXT champion. I know it. I thought this was a really good match. And I like later on, it is explained. Unlike every other feud right now, apparently. This is the only one they explained later on, which or gimmick, I guess, gimmick change. But I really like this match. I don't know if it was just a good match or I was just excited to see Alex Riley back. Because it feels like we were just talking about him not too long ago. I don't remember what video we were doing.
yeah, we were. I think we go like, is Alex Riley coming back?
Yeah. We're like, is he coming back anytime soon? And then he did. And any thoughts on this match? Bull fit, or Alex Riley?
I knew Alex Riley was coming back. I looked it up on Wikipedia because I just wanted to see where he was. Because I was like, hey, NXT tapes their stuff, so it's not my fault that I got spoiled because they taped their stuff. It's not my fault. Anyway,
go on Wikipedia.
Anyway,
we've had this discussion.
Anyway, I definitely like this new Alex Riley, and it kind of sums up his entire career. He's kind of been in the background his entire career. It seems like to me. Even with the Miz, he was still in the background. The Miz was the main guy. He was just kind of there to reap the benefits if there were any there. But I love the promo afterwards, kind of the interview afterwards. But I'll let you get to that, and then I'll give my thoughts on it.
Yeah. So next we see Elias Sampson in the back. He's still jamming on the guitar as usual. And for once it actually sounded good. I don't know if he got new strings or he invested in a tuner, or got a guitar lesson. I don't know, but it sounded, pretty good this week actually. I mean, it was the same, chord progression over and over again. Because I mean, he's a one-hit wonder. That man is a one-hit wonder. But any thoughts on the musical stylings of the Drifter, Elias Simpson?
Not really, because the thing is, like, there's nothing for me to think about. All they're doing is, hey, it's Elias Sampson. We want to know more about him. Let's look at him. He's just sitting there. Okay. What do we know about him? Nothing. And then they'll even tell you that. They'll even be like, "We don't know anything about this guy." So I guess it just goes along with his character right now. We don't know much about him. Okay, I get it. But I mean, there's nothing for me to give my thoughts on. You already gave your thoughts on the musical styling, so why would I go back and say, I just didn't like it. Same chord progression over. Why would I say the same thing you said? Why would I do that? Why?
I mean,
Why?
because
Why?
because
Why?
you and I have different music backgrounds. I mean, we were both in marching band, but we played different instruments. We might have been into different types of music. You
Different
know,
what?
I don't know what I was trying to say. I just, you know what? I'm moving on. Whatever. If you have something to say about Elias Sampson, you lost your chance. Next, we catch up with Alex Riley, and I bet you probably have nothing to say about him too. Um, Alex says, "What? You're surprised to see me? Why wouldn't you be? I guess." Um, Basically, he says, for the past 4 months, he's just been sending emails and calling WWE. I mean, if you Snapchatted them, they would have got back to you. That's the thing. He's not up on his technology. I mean, I don't even check my email anymore, and I don't even answer my phone. You gotta text or you gotta send a Snapchat. Maybe Instagram. Get them on Instagram. I don't know. I feel like there's other ways you could have got to WWE. Get a response. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that it's good that they ignored you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't think you tried hard enough. That's all I'm saying. Um, but basically, he says, for 4 months there was no, he called and he kept telling them, what his status was, when he was going to be back, and nothing was said about him. But he was he said, 4 months before, who did he say? Sami Zayn's return. We knew when Sami Zayn was going to return. What was the other one he said? Was it? I wrote it down. What was the other one? It was pretty. Oh yeah, he said he knew what Apollo Crews had for breakfast. That one confused me a little bit. I don't know if they put that on Twitter, if that was on Instagram, because I mean I didn't know. I didn't know if they put that out on a Snapchat. I don't know, but I I just kind of thought that was funny. But I like, that it kind of explains basically why he's a heel now. They didn't care. They ignored him. So I feel like this could turn into a good storyline here. I'm just excited to see what they do with him. Hopefully that they actually do something with him. Any thoughts on?
Yeah, yeah. We already knew like the extent of the heel turn, why he was turning heel. But this was a nice little like refresher because when he first left, it might not have been when he first left, but it was like a couple of weeks afterwards. He had that little follow up promo from like back home and talking about how the fans didn't care about him. They chanted, kill Owens, kill Owens, kill. And I thought this was a nice little follow up promo on this that had like similar messages within it. I love the explanation. Why am I turning heel? This is why. What am I gonna do? This is what I'm gonna. I like that. I'm glad they did that. I'm hoping they continue to build on this. I honestly, he's another one of those guys. He doesn't have like the indie experience and all that, but he's been in WWE for so long. I still don't feel like he needs NXT. I mean, especially with this gimmick, I feel like he could go up to the main roster, use this same gimmick, and talk about how he was overlooked.
Yeah. I mean, I could see why they put him in NXT just because he has kind of been out of the ring for a while. They want to make sure, he's good in ring still. That he's not rusty or anything. Because God forbid, unless you're like and Uso that you mess up on Raw. Not saying that they mess up. I'm just saying they can't make it over the top rope. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. It's not an insult. It's just a fact of life. So next we get.
It's just that Casey hates anybody with a family in WWE. That's what it is. Anybody with blood. He hates Nia Jax. Anybody kin to The Rock, like it's just like he loves The Rock. But if they're kin to The Rock, like if I was kin to The Rock, I couldn't even be on the show.
But I mean that's not entirely true. I like
Yeah, name one. You hate Roman Reigns.
Rikishi. I like Rikishi. I like me some
I'm
big.
talking more recent, not Rikishi. Exactly. Moving on.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're never gonna think of anyone. It's not. There's not gonna be one person. You're gonna be like, "Yep, that's the one." Nope, it's not gonna happen.
I'll think about that a little bit more. I'm sure there's somebody. We get the Drifter Elias Sampson versus John Skyler. Why in the hell did John Skyler not get an entrance? Why? I mean that's the only reason why he lost this match, because he didn't get an entrance that got into his head and it's just playing games in his head, and that's the only reason why he lost this match. I feel like we need to see, like we've been saying basically this entire video, we need to see more Elias Sampson with this new character. Like DJ kind of talked about a little bit. I understand that it's, supposed to be this kind of mysterious, cryptic sort of character, almost a little bit like the way that Bray Wyatt was. But I mean, you need to explain more to keep us interested in it. You can't just throw this mysterious, cryptic character and week after week after week not really tell us anything about him, or we're gonna get bored with it. I mean, even with like a guy like Bray Wyatt, he gave you clues, or there was a point when he would have these like riddles on his ring gear. I remember that you would have to figure out or whatever. That kind of got you into the character. I just think they need to do more with him to keep us interested and to get us to want to watch his matches. Because I feel like he's good in the ring. It's just the characters, I don't know what it is. Any thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I wrote down Elias Sampson versus Job R. Because I had no idea what the man's name was until the very end of the match. He didn't get an entrance, so Job R. It is. Sampson, he came out there laying those nice shots to Mr. R. Not the knee, the jumping knee was nice. Definitely loved it, and I love that neck breaker he does. I love that neck breaker. It's swift. It's got some quickness to it. Got a little snap, not even crack on a pop on it, just a snap in it. Just a snap. I like that. I like it.
Is it that kind of snap, like that? That kind of.
I don't know if that's kind of snap, but yeah, similar. Similar. But he gets the win over Job R in this one, and I thought, I thought this was a pretty good showing by Elias Sampson. We see. I don't know if we're seeing more and more of him every week, because it seems like we're seeing about the same amount every week. But hopefully they'll continue to build on it. Maybe, perhaps, yes.
I'm not going to hold my breath because it's WWE at the end of the day. So next we get the Hype Bros. They talking about that new hot Vaudevillains video package. It's fire. It's not a mixtape. Oh, sorry. I was thinking it was a mixtape. No, it's just that video package because apparently that's what they talk about in the back. I don't know, but I didn't really write too much about this little interaction between them, but I did take notice that Zack Ryder be lying. Everybody wears Zumbas, okay? Everybody wears Zumbas. Why you gotta lie, Zach? Why? You know you wear Zumbas. I mean, can you even look at Zack Ryder the same way now, DJ, after that lies?
I don't know. I really don't know. This was a nice discussion though. They had a nice, friendly. I like this. This was kind of different, as far as like a promo type of a style, because it just felt like it was a discussion. Just happened, the cameraman just happened to be there. It just felt like it was like a discussion because they didn't like look at the camera or anything like that. So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing they did there. But they had a discussion about everything. They talked about the vaudevillains, They talked about the chicks that, Mojo gets and the lack thereof for Ryder. They talked about a potential match with the vaudevillains next week. And then watching Zack Ryder sleep, watching that man just get the Z's, count the sheep. I don't know any more sleep comparisons or sleep
Analogy.
yeah, I don't know any more of those, so I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. But I like this. I like the whole like we're talking thing. That was kind of cool. It's different.
Yeah, with the creepy cameramen that are just happen to be there all the time. And I personally, I don't see what the issue with Mojo watching Zack Ryder sleep was. I mean, I thought it was sweet, endearing. You're a team, you should have each other's backs, and if that means watching each other sleep, that I don't find that weird. I personally, I would do it. But next we get a Samoa Joe video package, followed by a review, basically of the NXT Championship match between Apollo Crews and Finn Balor 2 months ago. And next week we will be getting the highly anticipated rematch, because that was ended in a DQ from Baron Corbin. Any thoughts on either of those?
Yeah, I definitely. I like I love all the little video packages we had tonight. Setting up the main event, and I'm excited for the match with Cruz and Balor. I didn't even get to see the first one. I meant to go back and watch it. I never got a chance to. But I think it'll be really good. It's not for the title, but it should be just a really good match. I want to see, I want to see how it's gonna go. I wonder if because it's not for the title, will Cruz actually win? Will Cruz actually win? And maybe that's kind of the thing that they're like, maybe Cruz should be the number one contender.
Yeah. So finally, we make it to the main event, triple threat match. Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. First of all, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I get super hyped when I hear Sami Zayn's music for some reason. It's just it gets you out your seat, it gets you dancing, it gets you just it works. I like it. I mean, I've always liked it, but I really like it. But I really like this match. It was really intense. I felt like Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn shined a little bit more than Baron Corbin in this match. Just because I feel like I'm pretty sure they worked together in Ring of Honor before, if I'm not, or somewhere. I think I've seen a couple matches with them, but I really like this match. I love the ending of it. Mostly. I love the double finish with the double tap out on Baron Corbin. With I think Sami Zayn had the sharpshooter, and then Samoa Joe came in and got a crossface on him. So they weren't sure who was the exact winner. I feel like it's probably gonna end up being a fatal 4-way match for the number one contendership, because Sami Zayn's gonna say he's the winner, and Samoa Joe's gonna say he's the winner, and then Baron Corbin's still gonna want to be in the picture, and then they're probably gonna throw somebody else in there. I can't think of who I thought they were gonna throw in there right now because I'm having a brain fart. Maybe, I don't know.
He's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, or Enzo, because I mean, clearly he would win. But any thoughts on the main event?
Yeah, I really like the main event. I didn't mean to say really that much, but I did. But anyway, I really like the main event. You know, first off, Baron Corbin can officially fall out of the ring, baby. I saw it tonight, and I was excited. He fell out the ring twice. He fell out the ring twice and succeeded. So Baron Corbin continues to grow within his character of falling out of the ring. This match was just really good though. There was a lot of different like cutoff spots where like Zayn was going for a suicide dive, Joe cuts it off. Like different finishers where you would see Joe pull out somebody, or you see Corbin pull out somebody, or Zayn would come in and break it up. I definitely liked it. Like some of the times near the end of the match, where you thought it was the end of the match, where the cocoon clutch on Sami Zayn on the outside, then Corbin hits the end of days on Samoa Joe. I thought it was over there. Haluva kick to Corbin. And when Joe was on the outside, I thought it was over there. And then the double finish, I don't know. I like it because I like matches, and especially it's kind of nice with NXT because you don't see a lot of triple threat matches, fatal 4-way matches, so you hope to see them sometimes, and I kind of want to see, especially with all these guys having a legit claim. I feel like at least Sami Zayn and Joe are gonna end up being number one contender. I kind of wonder if they're, because technically Corbin lost, but technically there's no decision, so Corbin didn't really lose. So I kind of want to know if they're gonna kind of keep him in there too. But I definitely like this match. I thought it was really good. It was a really good main event. I was actually surprised that you liked the double submission finish, I guess you could call it, because me knowing Casey as much as I do, this was on the main roster, he would not like it. If this was on TNA, he would not like it, and I know this to be true, because it's happened before. And he
wait. Okay.
Well, okay. I'll even take TNA out. I'll take TNA out, and I'll say if it was on the main roster, you wouldn't like it.
I was gonna say if it was TNA and it was like Rockstar Spud and Mandrews doing it, I would love it. We're gonna have the TNA review soon, and that's just a whole dark area that I don't want to get into because of what happened. But we're gonna get to that. But yeah, if it was on the main roster, I would not have enjoyed it.
So my question is though, why do you? Because I mean, it's the same company. As much as we try our best to act like it's not, it's the same company. So what's the difference?
Because on NXT they actually build up feuds, and they do. When they get to the takeovers, there's always going to be good matches, and this could just add to the match. It could add to the storyline. And if it ends up being Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn, that'll be an awesome match.
Also, real quick before you get to your final point. I thought it was nice too because we for the last couple of times we've seen this guy go against this guy, and then this guy, and then the same guy go against the same guy again. Like we saw like Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. As much as they were good matches, we would see the one-on-one thing, back to back at takeovers or takeover and then Beast in the East or whatever. But you know, like recently, it seemed like since Sami Zayn lost the title, we've seen back to back the same people going at it. So that's why I liked it too, because it opens up the title picture a little bit more. Um, and we, like I said, we don't really see it as much in NXT.
Yeah. And I feel like it could possibly build up a surprise, with if they did do another triple threat or a fatal four-way, you would automatically suspect Samoa Joe or Sami Zayn of are going to win the title,
or even Corbin,
but
because they have been building him up.
I feel like if Corbin won, it would be more of a surprise, and I think less people would expect it, so it would make it bigger. Because I don't like I've said, like we've both said, Sami Zayn has had the title. He doesn't need the title again. He just needs to go to the main roster. And Samoa Joe, I don't think needs the title. I think he can just go to the main roster. And again, it kind of goes back to why does Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, and Finn Balor have to go through NXT, but they just throw AJ Styles up to the main roster? And nothing against AJ Styles.
I agree with that. And if you want to look at it, from a standpoint of, I don't know, I don't know. It's weird because I agree with you with that because I even feel bad for a guy like Nakamura, who's he's been on Ring of Honor and whatnot too, and obviously New Japan. I feel the same way about that. Like it just doesn't make sense to me, especially with Samoa Joe, because WWE could make the case that oh, Ring of Honor is a smaller company, they didn't get as much exposure in Ring of Honor, whereas Samoa Joe and AJ Styles came from the same place. If you think about it, they both came from TNA. Which doesn't exist at WWE, but they both came from TNA, so it's the same situation. I wonder how Joe feels about it. I'm kind of curious about that. I wonder how, because I don't even know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. And then Austin Aries too is going to NXT, and it's like, well, why? I don't understand. Obviously, they they're getting to a point where they need more people on NXT because all of the guys that we started watching NXT with are up on the main roster or going up on the main roster. So they do need to sort of replenish it, but I don't know that it's kind of I feel like it's a hard topic to kind of figure out.
And two, they are. It's not like these veteran guys that they bring in. I feel like don't really need NXT. Whereas like guys like even Baron Corbin, for example, Baron Corbin, who's it? Sabatelli. There's so many other guys back there that they could be trying to build up, but they're just not. And I don't know if they just don't think they're ready. But that's what NXT's for, right? Like it is the developmental. Like I know we see it as its own brand, but it's still.
And I feel like what they need to do is there's some guys and tag teams and divas on the main roster that they need to maybe bring back to NXT for more work. They could do that too. But I don't know. Again, we don't work for WWE, so they don't listen to us. So this ranting doesn't really matter. But that was your NXT review for 127.16. I'm excited. I'm excited for the upcoming, I think, and it's coming up in February, I think, is the takeover. February or March. I forgot exactly when it is. Excited for the next takeover. I heard Nakamura is debuting at that takeover. And then I read that unfortunately we have to wait until the end of March for Austin Aries to debut, which sucks. But I mean, I don't know if he has any prior, uh, stuff that he has to do with other companies still. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I'm just excited to see what they're doing with NXT. Maybe see some new, fresh faces that we don't know. It's always fun to see the guys like Austin Aries come in, Samoa Joe, all those. But it's also fun to see the guys that we don't necessarily know. Like Tino Sabatelli. I'm excited to see if he makes it to the NXT roster. Noof, when she figures out how to do a spinny thing and not almost fall. I'm excited about the girl. I mean, she got her debut. She was the first one knocked out of the ring. I'm not gonna hold that against her. I still think she has what it takes. And I'm not just saying that to make DJ feel better. But this has been your NXT debut, or I almost said your NXT debut. You just debuted on NXT. Congratulations. But we will be seeing you on the flippity dippity. And I explained to DJ this is kind of like pressing the button to end the video, but I mean, there's no button there, but pretend there's a button there. So also follow, rate, subscribe, comment, all the other stuff. But we will see you